I'm Lauren Gleason. I'm a registered dietitian and board-certified specialist in kidney nutrition. I'm also the founder of kidneyfoodie.com. In this food guide video, I'm going to be talking to you about kidney-friendly yogurt, specifically for people who have kidney disease and are not on dialysis. I'm going to tell you why yogurt is good for you, what to look for on food labels when shopping for yogurt, and then I'm going to list out all the kidney-friendly yogurt brands that I'm aware of so you know exactly what to shop for. Before we talk about some of the concerns with yogurt, let's start by talking about one of the major benefits of yogurt aside from enjoying the taste. Yogurt contains probiotics, and maybe you've heard of probiotics, maybe you haven't. Probiotics are living microorganisms, such as bacteria, that produce health benefits when they are consumed. These microorganisms set up shop in your gut and feed off of things like fiber, which is one of the reasons it's important to get plenty of fiber in your diet. Probiotics have been associated with decreased odds of proteinuric kidney disease, decreased urea levels in CKD patients, lower levels of inflammation in patients with CKD, and improved glucose metabolism in patients with diabetic kidney disease. There are many more benefits to consuming probiotics beyond what I just mentioned, but hopefully you realize now that including yogurt and other fermented foods in your diet can be really beneficial. When shopping for a yogurt, here's some of the things to consider to know if it's kidney friendly. First off, we have protein content. Traditional dairy-based yogurts are high in protein. On the low end, they may contain only 5 grams of protein per serving, but some can contain 18 grams of protein per 6-ounce serving. While this may be great for people on dialysis, this much protein in one food would not be appropriate for someone with chronic kidney disease not on dialysis. Depending on your protein needs, 18 grams of protein could be almost 50% of your daily protein allowance for the day. Much like milk, plant-based yogurts tend to be lower in protein and are easier to fit into the CKD diet. We also want to keep an eye out for phosphorus additives. Many yogurts, both dairy and plant-based, contain phosphorus additives. Sometimes these are added to food as a calcium supplement, for example, the tricalcium phosphate in this Yoplait yogurt, while other times it may be added to improve the creaminess or the texture of the yogurt. While many yogurts contain phosphorus additives, there are plenty out there that do not contain phosphorus additives. It's important to read ingredient lists when shopping for yogurt to ensure that you're not purchasing one with phosphorus additives. Next, we have potassium. Yogurt is occasionally perceived as a high potassium food, and this is more often the case with dairy-based yogurts. However, if you've taken our course, you know that there are other things that may be causing your high potassium levels besides food, and that if you're putting all of our strategies into place, it's unlikely that you would have a high potassium diet. That being said, plant-based yogurts are often very low in potassium. Next, we have sodium. If you're avoiding low-fat and non-fat yogurts, then it's very unlikely that you'll come across a high-sodium yogurt. The vast majority of yogurts are considered low-sodium foods. Calcium. Most yogurts contain roughly 15% of your daily value of calcium. If you're consuming a plant-based diet, it's unlikely that you're getting too much calcium and need to limit it. If your doctor or dietitian has indicated that your calcium levels are too high, I think it's also unlikely that a single serving of yogurt is what's causing it to be high, but a dietitian would be able to do a thorough review of your diet, medications, and supplements to determine what the true culprit of your high calcium is. And if you have low calcium and your doctor or dietitian have instructed you to get more, then yogurt's a great choice. Now, let's talk about the 4 brands of yogurt that we consider to be the most kidney friendly because they're low in protein and contain no phosphorus additives. First up, we have Oui Dairy Yogurt by Yoplait. And if you don't see these in your grocery store, I've included a link to them on Amazon. You can also ask your local grocery store if they can start stocking them. Just be sure that you're picking the ones with the light green food labels that say dairy-free. They come in a few different flavors. They are coconut-based and have only 1 gram of protein per serving. They're a bit high in sugar, but that's pretty common with yogurts. Next, we have the So Delicious line of coconut yogurt with 0 grams of protein. Be careful with this brand. A lot of their flavors do contain phosphorus additives, so you do have to check the ingredient lists. When we reviewed ingredients, we found that all of these flavors contain no additives. So the Cocoa Almond Crunch, vanilla, but not the unsweetened version, strawberry, strawberry banana, raspberry, plain, but not the unsweetened plain, peach, key lime, chocolate, and blueberry were all flavors that contained no added phosphorus. Next up, we have Kulina coconut yogurt. And what I really like about this yogurt is that it's high in fat. A balanced kidney-friendly meal is going to be low in protein and high in fat and carbohydrates. I find a lot of people forget to add in the extra fat, so that's what I really like about this yogurt option. It can seem a bit pricier than some of the other coconut yogurts, but you're getting a lot more calories in each container compared to what I just showed you. So it might actually be a better value than the others. These come in a couple of different flavors, and I've actually tried one of them and was pleasantly surprised that they don't really taste like coconut. I think that coconut is a love it or hate it flavor in my opinion, and I don't really care for it. I was worried that these coconut yogurts were going to taste too coconutty, but that isn't the case. So just an FYI for anyone else out there who doesn't like coconut, you might still enjoy these. The last kidney-friendly yogurt we found was a cashew-based yogurt called Forager Project. This brand was the highest in protein of the four, but I still consider it to be a low protein food overall. Before we wrap this video up, I want to briefly mention which yogurts we don't recommend. In general, we do not recommend any dairy-based yogurts or yogurts that are Greek style. These are all going to be higher in protein and would not be a good choice for people with CKD on a lower protein diet. We also do not recommend almond-based yogurts. Our research shows that these all contain phosphorus additives, so these are not kidney friendly. If you want to learn more about managing your diet with kidney disease, consider signing up for our low-cost CKD Diet Fundamentals e-learning course taught by yours truly. It has tons of great videos that will walk you through everything you need to know to get started with a CKD diet that will help you maximize your kidney function. And if you liked this video and you want to see more, let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel.